It's all about Tottenham Hotspur striker and England captain Harry Kane in today's newspapers. It is the best start to a league season for Tottenham Hotspur since 1963. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Everton 0. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I'll be looking at all of today's newspapers and the reports and articles from the national press, and also the player ratings. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Everton 0. Spurs are third in the Premier League. So let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the lineup that Antonio Conte put out against Everton. Of course, he went with a 3-4-3 formation. Hugo Lloris in goal. The back three of Romero, Dyer and Davis. The wing-backs, Doherty and Perisic. Højbjerg and Bentancur in the centre of midfield. And then the forward three of Richarlison, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. Antonio Conte had to change the formation in the second half because, of course, Richarlison came off injured. Basuma came on in the 52nd minute for Richarlison. Other subs in the game, Sanchez came on for Romero in the 87th minute. And then in stoppage time, right at the end, Spence coming on for Doherty, Skip coming on for Bentancur, and Lucas Moura coming on for Harry Kane. The match stats, Tottenham Hotspur had 62% possession to Everton's 38. We had an incredible 21 shots. Everton had 4. Shots on target, we had 7 to Everton's 0. Everton, in fairness, did have 2 great opportunities. And Frank Lampard mentioned this in his press conference. Damari Gray and Onana both in the first half. And they put them over. 2 incredible chances and they put them over the bar, both opportunities. Spurs had 7 corners to Everton's 1. Fouls, Spurs 12, Everton 13. Harry Kane, of course, got Tottenham's first goal in the game after 59 minutes from the penalty spot. Of course, Pickford brought Harry Kane down. And then Harry Kane does what Harry Kane does best, put the ball in the back of the net. He is now only 8 goals away from Jimmy Greaves' record at Spurs. And then Pierre-Emile Højbjerg wrapped up the 3 points for Spurs. A very professional performance, in my opinion. We got the job done as well. And I tell you what, I feel excited because we have 23 points after 10 games in the Premier League, our best ever Premier League start, and we haven't got out of first gear yet. So imagine when all of these players are ticking and everything is working, we are going to be incredible. So absolutely fantastic. 23 points from our first 10 Premier League games. So let's have a look at today's newspapers. Let's start with the Daily Mail. It says here, as Tottenham enjoy best start to a season since 1963, Conte's found the right formula. The song remains the same. Spurs did not play particularly well. Their football did not quicken the pulse often, but they won. So the Mail on Sunday have described Tottenham's start, a sizzling start. Antonio Conte has led Tottenham to their best start to a top-flight season in almost 60 years and the third best in the club's history. In the 60-61 season, we won all of our opening 10 league games. In the 63-64 season, we won 8 out of our first 10 league games, losing the other 2. And so far this season, the 10 games, 7 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat. Also in this report, it says Richarlison fears he will miss the World Cup. Richarlison is hoping his World Cup dream isn't over after leaving Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on crutches last night. The Brazilian limped off 7 minutes into the second half of Tottenham's victory over former club Everton, indicating to the bench he had felt a pull in a calf muscle. Antonio Conte confirmed that the £60 million striker will be sent for a scan. He said, "We hope it isn't serious." Now, the player ratings today from the Mail on Sunday, they've given Hugo Lloris a 7, Romero a 7, Dyer a 7, Davis a 7, Doherty a 7, Højbjerg an 8, who I thought was absolutely brilliant in the centre of midfield, Bentancur a 7, Perisic an 8, Richarlison a 6, Harry Kane they have given Starman 9 out of 10, they have given Heung-min Son an 8. Now for a report from the Sunday Times, it says here, Kane brings boost for Antonio Conte. Injured Richarlison fears for World Cup. Richarlison could be out of the World Cup after the Brazilian left the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in tears and on crutches last night. The player ratings from the Sunday Times today, they have given Hugo Lloris a 7, Romero a 7, Dyer a 7, Davies a 7, Doherty a 7, Perisic a 7, Højbjerg an 8, Bentancur a 7, Richarlison 6, Harry Kane an 8, and Heung-min Son, they've only given a 5. Now for a report from the Sunday Telegraph today, and it shows this picture here of Pickford bringing down England teammate and, of course, England captain Harry Kane. It says here, Conte can celebrate Tottenham lurking in race for the title. In this report, it goes on to talk about Harry Kane and says in what was his 400th Tottenham appearance, Harry Kane's strike also took him to within just 8 of Jimmy Greaves' all-time record of 266 goals, and most importantly, was crucial to an 8th straight home league win. And former Tottenham Hotspur striker Gary Lineker described his former club as a different animal, tactically smart and much more resilient under Antonio Conte, who used his post-match comments to appeal to fans to turn what is one of Europe's best stadiums into a fortress. Player ratings from the Sunday Telegraph today, they've given Hugo Lloris a 7, Romero a 7, Dyer a 7, Davies a 7, Doherty a 7, Bentancur they have only given a 6 out of 10. I think that's pretty harsh. Højbjerg only a 7, Perisic they've given an 8, Richarlison a 6, Kane only a 7, and Heung-min Son a 7. Now for a report from the Sun newspaper, and it says here, floor 100, Harry Kane marked his 400th Spurs appearance with a crucial penalty that set them on the road to victory against one of his favourite Premier League opponents. Then for the main report and the double-page report in the Sun newspaper today, and it says here, I'm back on track. Harry the difference as he puts Euro slip behind him. Of course, showing this picture of Harry Kane putting away the penalty. Of course, Tottenham's first goal against Everton at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Saturday evening. It also says here, special Kane, 15 goals in 16 games against Everton in all competitions, 13 goals in his last 13 Premier League games, and 5 goals in each of his last 5 Premier League games, his longest successive scoring run in the competition. Some more stats here from the Sun newspaper today. Tottenham have lost just once in their last 20 Premier League games against Everton, winning 10 and drawing 9, winning more games 29 and scoring more goals 97 against the Toffees than any other side in the competition. And Everton have won just 2 of their 14 away Premier League games under Frank Lampard, drawing 3 and losing 9, with 2 defeats at Tottenham, also, of course, 5-0 in March. Now for a report from the Sunday Mirror today, it says here, Conte get enough. Kane and Højbjerg help brush aside the Toffees. Tottenham keep rolling on and keep getting the job done. In this report, it says, yesterday, Tottenham needed a disputed Harry Kane second-half penalty and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's late strike to see off Everton and maintain their perfect home record. It may not be the prettiest, most spectacular entertainment on offer at the top of the table, but who cares when the results are this good? Now, in the Sunday Mirror today, they've quoted Antonio Conte in saying, I'm always happy when we win, and if we don't win, I'm unhappy. I'm delighted for the fans. They push us from the start. We play with intensity all game, and they sing our names at the end. The player ratings today from the Sunday Mirror, they have given Hugo Lloris a 6, Romero a 6, Dyer a 6, Davies a 7, Doherty a 6, I thought he played very well yesterday. I think 6 is pretty harsh for him. Højbjerg a 7, Bentancur a 6, Perisic a 7, Richarlison a 6, Heung-min Son a 7. They have given star man to Harry Kane 8 out of 10. It says here, Harry Kane not exactly vintage, but talisman keeps things ticking over. Now for a report from the Sunday Express on the main page of the sports supplement. It says Kane sticks Toffees. Main man Harry spot on once again for Conte's red hot Spurs. And then in the inside of the Sunday Express, it says Kane is Ant's pen pal again. Harry on spot to settle Conte nerves and rock lively Toffees. It then goes on to say that Tottenham keep rolling on and getting the job done with Harry Kane's penalty and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's late strike maintaining their perfect home record. The player ratings today, Hugo Lloris a 6, Romero a 6, Dyer a 6, Davies a 7, Doherty a 6, Højbjerg a 7, Bentancur a 6, Perisic a 7, Richarlison a 6, Heung-min Son a 7, and they have also given star man to Harry Kane 8 out of 10. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like and share, and put a comment below and tell me your thoughts or your player ratings from the Everton game on Saturday evening. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. I will see you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and come on, you Spurs.